I'm happy to be among you. See you.
Tulio.
Daddy, mommy. How are daddy and mommy? Mama and Baba. One day. So hopefully you are going back to school tomorrow.
Dale. Chicos, vámonos. Hey, Rafa.
Mommy is greeting the neighborhood kids in Yoruba. So, hey, Uganda, Yoruba, same to same, right?
Mama Africa, your children are home.
So, if you're one of our subscribers that has been liking, sharing, subscribing, we say thank you. We appreciate you. Wale, Rafa Tishubu. Sorry. Wale. And if you're new to our channel, welcome to Familia Pablanu. And what are you even waiting for? Have you clicked the subscribe button yet? And don't forget to click the bell button next to it, so Tulio, so you get notifications when we post new videos. Thank you so much. And if our videos pique your interest, we encourage you to press the like button, maybe share, and or super thanks. Thank you so much.
Maybe you need a visual, but so you put them in a sack. Right, once they're fully dry, you put them in a sack, you beat the heck out of it, maybe even use your hand to crush it a bit, and that just opens all of the pods. And if they're dry enough, the pods will just split open by themselves, as you already see happening here. Like you already see, like, yeah, you see they're already splitting open. There's only one left in here, two. And then what you do is you just reach inside the sack, pull out all of the sticks, all of the shells, everything, and what you're left with is a bunch of beans in the bottom, which is really nice. And then from that you just kind of blow out all the chaff and stuff like that, and then once you wash it, the chaff will come to the top anyways, so then you're good to go. You basically just make sure you pick out any stones or anything that might have gotten in there, and that's it. You got your beans. So it's pretty easy to do. You just have to make sure you have sunshine, which in Uganda is pretty much every single day, and especially during the dry season. So each season, there's 2 or 3 seasons a year, depending on where you're at, rainy seasons. So the rains help the beans to grow. By the end of the season, they're already fully grown. Then it gets sunny and dry, which is perfect. Dries everything out, nothing rots. It's fantastic for growing beans here. You can see all these beans that fell to the bottom. That's how it works. You end up blowing the chaff out, stuff like that, taking out any stones, and voila. Now with a little bit of blowing, voila, you got your nice clean beans that need very little sorting after this. Just maybe washing and that's it. Alright, so all of that worked for about about 100 feet maybe by 50 feet size plot of black beans, and we got a little over 1 kilo, I think, of black beans. So compared to the output, like this is just the skimming off the top of the ewaloyin, the honey beans that we did on the same size plot. This is just skimming off the top of it, and it's already way heavier than what we had with these. So I'm excited to see what comes out of these, and then what we get out of the whole plot. So and from what Sebo Sylvester, who's the gentleman that helps me out in the garden and whatnot, his family lives right over here, and he and we kind of exchange knowledge about farming and gardening and stuff like that. And so I show him little tricks that I've learned, you know, from YouTube and US and stuff, and then he shows me kind of how they do things here. So it's been a really fun exchange. We've learned a lot, and he's been a huge help, and it's been really good. He's one of those, I think I mentioned this before, there's 2 types of Ugandans. So there's one type that they see you and they're all like, hi, and then as soon as they learn that you don't have money and that you're like an immigrant, then they just go, oh, and they kind of like don't answer your calls anymore. then there's the which is a small group of Ugandans. They exist, but it's a small group. And then the other group of Ugandans are the ones that are like, okay, cool, yeah, you got some jobs for me, you got money, you know. And then when you tell them, no, I don't have money, I'm actually, you know, we're actually here as immigrants, we're an immigrant family, we sold everything, came here, we're also trying to, you know, struggle, work for our food and everything, and trying to learn to plant so that we can, you know, offset some of our food costs, stuff like that, and hopefully become self-sufficient one day, stuff like that. Like, then that group of Ugandans actually brightens up, and they're like, oh, well, cool. And then they're so much more friendly and much more close, which is awesome. So Sebo Sylvester, he's one of those. Salongo, he's a father of twins, and that's what Salongo means. And he's been awesome. He's been a good friend, as well as yeah, someone that we've been able to kind of exchange, you know, back and forth, give knowledge, things like that. So one of the things I want to say is how wonderful of an experience it was processing these, in the sense that you get to see your handiwork, and it's so beautiful. Because back in Indiana, my gosh, I tried growing black beans, I tried growing white beans, soya, these huge edamame I tried to grow. All of them rotted because, you know, it finally grows, everything grows, and then when you try to harvest, if it rains, you're screwed. Like, everything rots. Because, you know, once it gets to what is it, fall weather, once it starts cooling down, you get rain, you get rot, you get everything. So I didn't have a single, like, I tried to process these in Indiana as well. If I can try to find that video, I'll add that in as well, how miserable it was, because it all came out rotten, and I was like, am I doing something wrong? No, it's just the climate is not good for it. So anyways, so the climate's wonderful here, everything dries out very nicely, so I'm excited to see how the honeybeans, the walonyi, how they come out. I think they're going to look really good. I've already popped a few open, and they look nice, and they're big, and they're going to be awesome. And I also got some massive, like, edamame soya, and I want to try to plant those in the next growing season and see how they do as well. So fingers crossed. But so far, the way the seasons work, the timing is amazing for beans. Okay, before we go out, I just want to show how my transplanting went. So I think this is, what do you call it, not orange, but toronja. What is toronja? Grapefruit. And these I haven't messed with, but these either. But the tomatoes, they're already perking up a bit better now. They were doing pretty awful. You can see how spindly they were because they were not getting a whole lot of nutrients and whatnot. So I transplanted these umbrella trees as well. Call them fruit trees in Nigeria, I think. And these are the Cape gooseberries, which I didn't think were going to survive after I took them apart, because they were really jammed together like this, and I broke them apart, and their roots got all ripped up and stuff, and they just fell apart, and I was like, crap, these are not going to grow that well. But look at them, they're all perking up nicely, very nicely. Not a single one has passed away. And then also, I mean, you can't really tell much with the agbalumo, but they just kind of grow very slowly, but they seem to be doing well. And the onions, I had those sitting up here basically drying out for months and months, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give them their own space and see what happens with them too. And then I also planted some other like green, what was it, yellow pepper and red peppers and stuff like that. I need to get some habanero peppers in there too. These, I'm not sure what they were, but we harvested them outside because the tree fell. I'm not entirely sure. I thought they were chuvuvu, but they're not. They look, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what they are actually, but we'll see. They look like gonja. They look like plantain, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe we can cook them like plantain. We'll try. We'll see what they are. If anyone knows what they are, please comment. Put a comment and tell us what you think they are. God. Oh, and the what is it? Sugar cane. I just did that for fun, and it's growing well now that I put more manure in it. And the same with the mint. So the mint was so tiny. It's just growing tiny, tiny, tiny. But now that I put some manure in there, you can see it's growing to a nice normal size, big size. Finally, it's taken forever. But yeah, because I bought these things in not such good soil. But they're growing well now. And same with this Thai basil. I need to add some more fertilizer because you can see it's starting to bolt again. This is what it used to do. It used to only bolt, just putting up flowers instead of actually producing nice greenery, which is what we want. And it stopped flowering for a bit, and it was growing really nice greenery. But then the dry season came, and it's trying to put out stuff. But I'll try to water it a lot and try to trick it into growing better. Oh, and before we go out and see the plants, I wanted to show you ewa oloi, so the honey beans, and what they look like. So they look like this. And as you notice, the black beans were not eaten a whole lot. There was like 1 or 2 that were eaten. But the ewa oloi, the honey beans, they're so tasty that even here in Uganda, they're being eaten already by some things. But in general, we haven't had a whole lot of losses, I've seen, for the most part. But yeah, this is what they look like. Sort of rectangular-ish. And sort of, what do you call that? Black-eyed pea type looking. But they're not black-eyed peas at all. They're very sweet. They cook extremely fast. They soak within like an hour. Yeah, they're very nice. They're very soft, nice beans, and they're very flavorful. We're actually eating some for our lunch as well. So let's go inside and see if Mama is as excited as we are about these beans and the work I've done. Or if she's just wondering why I was outside for so long. Black beans, they're using... Yeah, with that. Mama? It's a little over a kilo. It's not too bad, but...
It's not bad. Are we going to replant it?
I'm not so sure, because the ewa oloi, I think... The honey beans, I think, are going to be way more...
So we can eat some of that?
Way more than that. Oh. Way more than that. On the same size plot, too, but I think it's going to be way more.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do black beans again. We'll see. I was craving them, but... Hey, Rafa. Rafa. No des pataletas. Pataleta.
Hey, look at that deliciousness, huh? Okay, this is lunch, guys.
We still have calabaza cooking.
Oh, this is still cooking, eh? You've seen it. So, well, this is the first day, first 24 hours when Mom is here, and the deal is all medications, drug-free house. So the drugs are off. She will not be taking any of her medications, and we'll see. I've already checked her blood pressure. It's I guess you'll find out in 1 week and what it's like. I will juxtapose what it was like and what it's like in 1 week. So this is what we're gonna be eating, our whole SOS-free plant-based foods, and see what magic, what amazingness is gonna happen to her, losing weight, being healthy. You'll see how we'll take you along. So this is lunch for us here. Yeah. Bella, Saraya, they're waiting for their lunch. Yeah.
Okay.
That's your bag. And the pumpkin too.
Can't forget the pumpkin.
Yeah, it looks delicious, eh? Look at that. That's beans, awaloyin. And that's cocoa yam, cassava. What else? Oh, this is Mommy's special one from yesterday that she didn't get to eat, but she'll eat it today. The stew I made yesterday. And avocado, cassava is in there too. Yeah, it's delicious. It's in lobby. Late maize. Rafa àti ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ apá kìíní. Bàbá ń bẹ̀. Àti Bella àti àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ Bella. We can go to the other side.
Yeah, they are starting to dry out. So this is the little plot.
What's in yellow?
Almost
ready to.
Almost ready. Wow. And you've already harvested from there?
We harvested a lot from here already.
Wow. There's still more.
Yeah, a whole bag, maybe a kilo or two we already got. Yeah, just from picking off the top.
And there's still a lot more.
Because yeah, if you see, they grow up, they just grow to the top.
What happened to all these legs?
I planted too late.
Oh, too late.
Too late, yeah. Yeah, it was an afterthought.
But
yeah, you see the beans, they just grow from the top like that. They grow up out of the bush, just like that. Tiene un amiguito. Tiene un amiguito.
Okay, come on.
Okay, demos un paseo.
Let's go.
So we've seen the beans, there's still a lot left, even though it's a tiny plot. It's smaller than I thought. It's like maybe 10 or 15 by 40. Yeah, it's a small plot, but it's producing a lot. So we planted about four seeds per hole. Because I was using the old European rhyme of like, what was it? One for the mouse, one for the crow, one to rot and one to grow. So we did four in each hole. I didn't know they would grow. They were all carcomidos, like eaten by bugs. The little seeds were eaten with all these holes in them, but they grew so well. All of them grew. It was amazing.
Hello, beautiful people of the world. Welcome back to Familia Pablanu. I am the one and only Anu.
Yo soy Pablo, solamente Pablo.
And it's walking day. It's a beautiful Sunday and we are going for a short walk just down our neighborhood, showing mommy our little small town. Yeah. Good walking exercise for mommy. We'll just be doing walking basically. That's all we'll be doing when she's here. And with the food we're eating, yeah, 20 pounds loss is sure. So here we begin. Follow us along.
The lake.
Border. Oh yeah, I'm going to lake now. Lake.
We will go.
What's the name of the lake, Seth? I don't even know. Oh, Lasibo. Because you know, I should lọ jìnnà. Ọ̀kadà ń bọ̀. Kẹ́tọ́ lọ.
Did you see the high school girl?
Yeah. I'll be more quick. Of course. Those kids, eh? When you can't walk, I want to so gassy. Hello, we?
Not here, they don't do that. They have
They're having something to do. Oh, the other came there. Or get a lump when you matter, okay.
Okay.
Get it again. Got on with me. Oh, yeah, to see that one in Nigeria.
special in Uganda to Kenya.
Matoke. Ó fẹ́ tọ̀. Yeah, avocado nìyẹn.
What's my thing? Hey, don't throw me down, please. Hello, Mama.
Ibi tí party wà, ṣé ká lọ wo party? Ẹ jẹ́ lọ sí party. Ó yá kò lọ́nà. Kẹ̀kẹ́ ń bọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí impromptu party. Maybe we can attend the party, eh? If they don't send us away. We're not wearing any attire, eh? Ah, what's your cocoon? Kí ni mo ṣe? No, mi ò mọ̀ pé party wà lẹ́ni. Eh? Wow, even here they know Tulio. Hey, this boy goes far. Lo bâton. Tulio. Hey, party! We're crashing a party. Hey. Ah, party rẹ o. I think it's a wedding now. Ó dà pé ìgbéyàwó ni wọ́n ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Fún mi lọ́wọ́ ẹ má bọ̀. Ṣé ká lọ sí party? Ó fẹ́ lọ. Birthday ni o. Oh, graduation ni o. Graduation ni. Ah, graduation of some sort. Ṣé ká pàtẹ́wọ́? Ó fẹ́ wo nǹkan tó dáa. Well, Dieu va laisser. Okay. Hey, má ṣubú Bella. Jọ̀wọ́ bí tó ń lọ ṣe tó gbọ́. Tó lè wá ṣubú tí ẹ bí tó ń sá lọ yẹn. Wọ́n mọ ìwọ náà. Ṣé wọ́n mọ Bella? Ó ti popular o. Popular jingle. Tó lè wá ṣubú. Wọ́n náà má ṣubú. Party.
Mama, mo fẹ́ wọ.
Kí lẹ wí? Ó báyìí. Ó dàbọ̀. Ó fẹ́ tọ̀. Well, that's the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Watch our day-to-day vlogs on Facebook, TikTok, as well as Instagram, Familia Pablanu. And watch our vlogs, live vicariously through us and the warmth of the Pearl of Africa. Mama Africa, our mama's home in the Pearl of Africa. Anywho, what's next? Yeah, thank you so much. We'll catch you next time. So double. Bye. So double. Àgùntàn kékeré kan jábọ́ sínú omi. Eh? Hey, okay, show more. Àgùntàn. Hey, that other one is not doing well. Túlé àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ àbí? Wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ó yá jẹ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mú. Elena, kí ló ṣe fọ́mọ yẹn? A fún ewúrẹ́ yẹn. Mọ́tò ń bọ̀ o. Ẹ já lọ o.
They are smelling the ephedrine. There's a whole tree of ephedrine, which is like basil. I swear, in Uganda, things can keep growing and growing and growing. Ah, hola, Tulio Bobo. Oh, ya, baja. ¿Vas a subir más? No sé si se puede, hijo. Te vas a caer. Va. Wow, it's so big. So big. Sí, ha subido aún más. Ten cuidado, ¿vale? Rafa, ¿quieres jugar? ¡Ay! ¿Quieres jugar en la escuela? Vale.
Méjì mà ní o. Jẹ́ ká gbé kíní tìmùtìmù yẹn kúrò ńbẹ̀. Ọ̀rẹ́rìn. Má ṣubú o. Ibi tó ti ń jókòó. Má bọ̀ túlẹ̀.
Túlẹ̀ má bọ̀ bí.
Bene.